10 years ago, No Man's Sky was revealed to the world. It was a promise of an open world like no other. In fact, it would be an open universe. Now, when the game came out, it had a rough start, but the main concept was that you were a traveler, collecting resources and exploring the unknown universe. Along the way, you would discover new planets, fauna and flora, and ancient technologies that would help you reach the center of the galactic core. That was the basic premise of the game. And over the years, Hello Games has expanded, improved, and revamped the entire experience. Imagine you land on a planet where the ground glows electric blue, and you look up and there's swirls of light all around. Your mission log says you should be looking for some kind of monolith, but then you turn around and see some creature that looks like a pineapple or a giant Teletubby. So you stalk it like you're the Bay Harbor Butcher. It leads you to a cave system that seems to span for miles, filled with all kinds of plants, crystals, pillars of cobalt. So you think to yourself, jackpot. But then your freighter captain reaches out and says there's been an issue. If that doesn't stress you the fuck out and instead makes you grin like the boogeyman, then you also might have the same ADHD brain that I do. And let me tell you, the latest No Man's Sky update, Voyagers, the game has become more than just a comeback story. It's a digital playground for the chaos that we deal with every single day, and a way to help learn and manage some of that chaos. Welcome, travelers, and hello to all my ADHDers who have found their way here. As you can see, I have dove back into No Man's Sky since the Voyagers update, and I'm here to break it down for you, the pros and the cons. But I'll be honest, I love this game. I bought it day one, have gone back sporadically, and have fallen in love once again with what this has become. My brain is wired to love this game and everything it has to offer. And I have a feeling it'll do the same for you, if you give it a chance. Alright, so what is new to No Man's Sky with the latest update, Voyagers? If previous updates have added lore and visuals, this update is all about adding depth to the entire universe, the water physics, animals. It's about a whole bunch of little fixes and updates and special touches that expand this game to a whole new level. And I'm not kidding. The animals interact with its environment and other animals in a whole new way. You'll see creatures stalking their prey and even migrating in herds. We also have a whole new class of ships called the Corvette. These starships become your mobile base, your storage system, and it's completely customizable from design, colors, and even custom parts. And it's all made to feel extremely personal. Now, one key thing I have to highlight is the new log system. I've never been one to rely on catalogs, anything. I'm very easily distracted. But when I say that this log has really helped my focus when it comes to just achieving what I want to do, everything is organized perfectly. From galactic systems, to your inventory, to your missions, your discoveries, even essential materials that you need to track down are easily found in this new log. You can even use this log to track down specific materials you're looking for, like nitrogen. And I really think this revamping of organization and the logs and customization has really opened up a new perspective for me on this game. And it's why I truly believe that this is exactly what I needed right now. and with the lack of focus I've been experiencing for quite a while, this has proven to be an extremely helpful tool in managing a lot of my symptoms and behaviors. Alright, so what makes this game a contender for the ultimate ADHD game? Especially now in 2025 with the Voyagers update. Now, if you're a gamer, you know how easy it is to get distracted by side quests, conversations, anything but the main quest or story. But that's the thing. In No Man's Sky, getting distracted is the game, and it always has been. But now, the Voyagers update has expanded this premise. Typically, in No Man's Sky, your goal is to get to the galactic center of the universe. But on the way, there is so much to do and learn and upgrade. You can truly be anything in this universe. You can become a legendary pirate hunter, a master farmer. You can be the mayor of your own settlement. You can purchase and own your own fleet and command them on expeditions to make you more units that you know what to do with. The key thing to remember is that there is no wrong way to play this game. The game doesn't punish you for getting sidetracked. In fact, it almost rewards you for getting distracted with that new shiny plant or random ship you see off in the distance. It's honestly a core gameplay loop that doesn't get old, at least for me, and keeps you engaged between tasks. I mean, the game constantly gives you micro rewards for just scanning plants and animals on a new planet. You get that dopamine hit every time you get some units for a simple task, or finding a giant resource deposit and mining it all the way down. Even milestones sneak up on you as you just play the game. It's a constant source of that dopamine that keeps us motivated and engaged. And like I mentioned before, with the new log system, all these milestones and discoveries and rewards are easily tracked, just making it easier for you to go back and enjoy those small wins. And it all feels cohesive, and the game just does a great job of making sure that you're just a few moments away from another reward or another hit of that sweet, sweet dopamine. Now, we all know that us ADHDers need and crave that stimulation. And man, does this game deliver. The visuals are literally out of this world, even running on standard graphics settings or an old PS4. And the sound design is incredible. The silence of deep space, or a ship just cruising by, or the low hum of your multi-tool excavating an old ruin. Even the music that plays subtly in the background just adds to either the calmness or the stress of whatever situation you're in. But the key thing here is the freedom and agency to do whatever you want. When it all becomes too much, you can easily just call your freighter, dock, and chill out, or go back to your home base and reorganize your stuff. I know it calms me down. We know how overwhelming it could be to have this large goal or task, and we don't even know where to start. But No Man's Sky does a great job of breaking down large goals into smaller tasks. Want to build a farm? Where do you start? Well, you could start by collecting some glass or putting down a biodome. Each of these take 10 to 15 minutes max, making it easy for you to jump in, accomplish some goals, and leave with a sense of accomplishment. It's perfect for when you have so many options you don't know what you want to do. So I gotta be fair and also talk about the cons when it comes to the overwhelming freedom of this game and what it's meant to be. The game isn't perfect. For the things that it accomplishes, it runs pretty damn well, but it does have its quirks and bugs and core gameplay mechanics that may not be the best fit for all ADHDers. As much as you can do in this game, the core gameplay loop is still about gathering resources. Anything you want to do, you're going to need materials. And the bigger the task, the more materials you'll need, which means more time mining. And while there are other ways of getting these materials or using more efficient mining tools, the core grind is the same and can get very repetitive. If your special brand of ADHD finds repetitive tasks to be painful, this might be one of those gameplay mechanics that really turn you away from the game. And something else I have to point out. Ironically, the very freedom that I praise about this game can also be one of its biggest cons. With so many options and opportunities, analysis paralysis can really become a problem with this game, especially for new players just jumping in. The sheer number of galactic systems, base building, fleet management, running your own settlements, it can all be very intimidating and extremely overwhelming. And yes, the new log definitely helps keep things in order, but the learning curve is still extremely steep. This game, at its heart, is a chill, contemplative game. One you could jump into, explore, mine, and not have to worry about this overarching threat. Sure, sentinels can get annoying, and some of the fights can get pretty intense, but they're far from the Reapers in Mass Effect. If you're into intense combat and high-stakes battles, you might be left wanting more in terms of combat. But don't get me wrong, between the dogfights and the giant sentinel mechs, things can get pretty intense. So, where does that leave us now? For me, the pros of this game greatly, vastly outweigh the cons. And honestly, the cons are just the flip side of the pros. With too much freedom, you could find yourself getting lost. And the repetitive grind tends to be the price for all that freedom to create. It's a lesson in how the real world works. You can do anything you want, but you have to put in the work. And the overwhelming feelings of the vastness of this universe and all that you could do is just really the initial shock of all the possibilities before you. I really do feel that Hello Games has been really showing everyone how it's done. And this latest update is their love letter to old fans and new, and them priming this game to welcome a whole new generation of players. And one thing I didn't mention, this game makes it so easy to hop in and play with your friends, with strangers, and zoom across the galaxy together. Now, I personally am quite introverted, so I will most likely be playing this game solo. But this ability to jump in, create a shared space, and explore together is the perfect opportunity for those of us who struggle to explore our own world. And when it comes to this being the ultimate ADHD game, it gives us a space to hyperfixate, to be creative, to explore, be curious, and get distracted by the wonders of this universe, and maybe help us appreciate that trait of ours and carry that curiosity and passion back to our world. But let me know what you guys think. Have you guys jumped back into the game, or are you playing it for the first time? Let me know in the comments. If you guys enjoyed this deep dive, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Until next time, safe travels and stay curious.